From the All Indiana Podcast Network.
The All Indiana Podcast Network.
This is the News 8 Daily 8.
Now the latest news.
Kylie Conway has all the news you need to know.
And more.
Please stand by.
Now, here's Wish TV's Kylie Conway.
Hi, this is Kylie Conway, and this is the News 8 Daily 8 for Monday, October 5th. A freezing start to many of you across central Indiana. Lows this morning dipped into the 20s for some. Things should warm up nicely today, dry and sunny with temperatures in the 60s. Some Indianapolis public school students are back in the classroom today after 7 weeks of remote learning due to COVID-19. IPS says there will be phases, and those will take a few weeks to complete, with those younger students, pre-K through third grade, heading back today. October 12th will be remote learning for all students. This was scheduled for fall break. And then starting Monday the 19th, all students will return, but grades 7 through 12 will follow a hybrid schedule, rotating by last name. Special education will be in person except for Wednesdays. There is also a full-time remote option available for any student at any time. IPS announced several safety measures inside schools: masks, touchless water fountains, signage, and hand sanitizers. And they're asking parents to carefully screen their child daily for COVID-19 symptoms. And now, as for getting to school safely, masks are required. There will be disinfecting between routes, and IPS is adding additional crosswalks and guards to encourage families to walk instead of taking the bus. Hamilton Southeastern schools are moving forward with their reopening plans. Kindergarten through fourth grade students will move to phase 3 and be in the classroom every day. Students in grades 5 through 12 are still in phase 2. Phase 2 is hybrid learning, with students switching off between in-person and virtual learning. Students in the district also have an option to continue remote learning full-time. A really violent weekend in Indianapolis. Unfortunately, news that we're hearing far too often. A man is dead after a shooting on the east side of Indianapolis. IMPD says the shooting happened near East 30th Street and North Sherman Drive just after 8 o'clock last night. Police say they also found a woman who'd been shot in the arm a few blocks away. They believe she was a witness, and she is said to be stable. The man's death is the 177th homicide in Indianapolis this year. And that shooting happened less than 2 miles from a triple deadly shooting early Sunday morning. Police say a 27 and 32-year-old man and a 32-year-old woman were all killed. 4 others were injured. It happened at a sports bar in the area of North Olney Street and Roosevelt Avenue. City County Councilor Keith Graves, who represents that area where the shootings happened, released a statement last night saying, in part, "While we grieve for those injured and killed in this horrific event, I want to state in the clearest possible terms that this dangerous, irresponsible behavior is not representative of the residents of District 13. And today is your last chance to register to vote here in Indiana. If you have a driver's license or state-issued ID, you can register to vote right now online at indianavoters.gov and be registered within minutes. You can also go in person today to your county clerk's office or at the BMV if you're making a credentialed transaction. If you do not have a state-issued ID, you can still register with the last 4 digits of your Social Security number. The final choice is to mail in that registration, but it has to be postmarked by today. Early voting starts tomorrow, and to vote in Indiana, you must be a U.S. citizen and live in our state, at least 18 years old, on or before Election Day, that is November 3rd, not currently in prison after being convicted of a crime, and you need to have lived in the precinct where you are voting for at least 30 days before the election. And of course, you must be registered. President Trump's medical team says he might be released from Walter Reed Medical Center today. There are no events on the White House scheduled for today, but there were some photos released last night by the White House that show the president in the conference room there at the hospital.
Searching for a romantic summer getaway? Escape with Rich Girl Summer, the new Audible original from Lily Chu. The exquisitely talented Philippa Soo, returning to narrate her 5th Lily Chu title. This time, Philippa is joined by her real-life husband, Stephen Pasquale. Set in Toronto's wealthy cottage country, aka the Hamptons of Canada, Rich Girl Summer follows the story of Valerie, a down-on-her-luck event planner posing as a socialite's long-lost daughter, while piecing together the secrets surrounding a mysterious family and falling deeper and deeper in love with the impossibly hard-to-read and infuriatingly handsome family assistant, Nico. Caught between pretending to belong and unexpectedly finding where she truly fits in, Valerie learns her summer is about to get far more complicated than she ever planned. She's in over her head and head over heels. Listen to Rich Girl Summer now on Audible. Go to audible.com/richgirlsummer.
And Joe Biden is moving forward in his in-person campaigning. Campaign officials say he'll be tested for the coronavirus more regularly and will release the results of every single test. He last tested negative yesterday. Today, Biden heads to South Florida. A senior advisor to President Trump's campaign says there will not be any additional safety protocols for upcoming rallies. The next in-person rally for the campaign is Thursday with Vice President Mike Pence in Arizona. There will be new changes for the next vice presidential debate. Kamala Harris and Mike Pence will be seated 12 feet apart instead of the previously planned 7 feet apart. Masks will be required for everyone in that debate hall except for the two candidates and the moderator. The vice presidential debate takes place in Salt Lake City, Utah on Wednesday. You can watch it live on Wish TV. Today is the start of a new local campaign to promote flu shot awareness. It's called Sleeve Up Indy. The partnership is between the city of Indianapolis, the Marion County Public Health Department, the Consulate of Mexico in Indianapolis, and Eskenazi Health. The campaign kicks off at 9 o'clock this morning at the consulate. Organizers say Mayor Joe Hogsett and Health Director Dr. Virginia Kane will both get a flu shot. Anthem is set to pay $39.5 million in a 2014 data breach settlement. Additionally, Anthem has also agreed to a series of data security and good governance provisions. The state will be collecting more than $156,000 for a data breach involving health insurance provider Anthem. Indiana will get $2.7 million for the $4.6 million Hoosiers impacted. Deadly wildfires in California have broken a new record for the number of acres burned in a single year at more than 4 million acres. The number is more than double the previous record when wildfires destroyed 1.67 million acres in 2018. California fire officials say they hit the fearsome milestone with about 2 months still left in the fire season. The wildfires have burned hundreds of homes and killed 31 people. At least 6 people are dead in Mexico after the wrath of Tropical Storm Gamma. The storm brought near hurricane force winds and drenched parts of southeastern Mexico. The extreme rains affected more than 500,000 people as homes and streets flooded. Gamma is still forecast to produce heavy rains and flash flooding for the next several days. 1 in 4 women are considering downshifting or leaving the workforce during COVID-19. A new study from Lean In and McKinsey, women, especially women of color, are more likely to have been laid off or furloughed during the COVID-19 crisis, stalling their careers and jeopardizing their financial security. Amazon says sales of certain thermometers, masks, and pulse-taking equipment skyrocketed overnight after Trump tested positive for COVID-19. Sales of thermometers, medical oral thermometers, spiked 248% overnight on Amazon, according to Jungle Scout data. Sales of Amazon brands Solomo disinfecting wipes spiked by 899%, selling 829 units compared to just 83 the day before. A hand sanitizer for kids has been recalled over packaging that resembles food and drink containers. The hand sanitizers, which were marketed with children's characters including Paw Patrol, Hot Wheels, Barbie, Trolls, and Minions, were being sold under the brand name of Smart Care. The recalled hand sanitizers were sold in stores in the U.S., but they are no longer available for purchase. Today, the NFL will hold a conference call with all 32 teams to reinforce the necessity of following its COVID-19 protocols. The league will talk to the teams about the updates it's made after the outbreak on the Tennessee Titans. It will also provide updates on testing and contact tracing. 20 members of the Tennessee Titans have tested positive for coronavirus. Yesterday was the 6th day in a row a member of the organization tested positive for the virus. The virus also pushed back Sunday's Kansas City Chiefs and New England Patriots matchup to tonight. Patriots quarterback Cam Newton and a member of the Chiefs practice squad tested positive for the virus on Saturday. The Colts defense and special teams came up big in a win over the Chicago Bears. First quarter, Jordan Glasgow rushed right up the middle to get a piece of a Chicago punt. Excellent field position for the offense, which converted when Phillip Rivers finds Mo Alley-Cox for the 13-yard touchdown. Colts led 7-0 to that point. Defense ruled the day in the fourth. Julian Blackmon grabs an interception, turning back to the Bears' last real chance to grab momentum. Congrats to the Colts, looking now possibly for their 4th straight win. This has been your News 8 Daily 8 for Wish TV. I'm Kylie Conway, online at wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook when you search Wish TV.
Check out more podcasts from the All Indiana Podcast Network now. at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.
allindianapodcastnetwork.com.